This has got to be the hardest car I've ever had to drive. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Opafet Gaming. You're listening to the Opafet. We are driving a F3500A Formula One car in Gran Turismo. We're driving in one of the weekly challenges at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. I sure hope I didn't butcher that too much. Anyhow, this car is awesome to drive in VR. However, it seems to be a little difficult trying to catch up to any of the competitors. I have one heck of a time. I seem to get close to them around some of the little S curves, but then when we get to the straight stretches, they're gone. Now, let's be honest, I do come from the land of Pong on a 19-inch black and white TV, so I haven't been playing these racing games for very long, and I'm not that great at it. But, however, you would think that I would be able to at least catch up to the slowest guy. I'm not even as good as the baddest car in the race. It's pretty bad. Anyhow, when you're driving along with this thing, it's really, really hard at these speeds to try and keep it going straight. Then when you get to these little S curves, like this one coming up, you tend to drive over the edge and cut the edge off more and more, hitting those rough little bumps on the side. They kind of push you over, and sometimes they make you lose control. Anyhow, we're driving along, and when you are speeding up around some of these, when you go to speed up around some of these corners and you start to throttle up, if you give it too much and you spin out, you're lost. You cannot afford to spin out in this race. You have to stay on the track because these guys go so fast, 2-3 seconds, and you'll never catch them again. So you got to back off a little bit on the throttle around some of these corners, like this one here, and you catch up to those guys a little bit if you take some liberties with the track, but then when you get to the straight sections, wow, they're gone again. Anyhow, if anybody out there has been able to finish this race and finish in the top 3, it'd be great if you leave some hints or tips to me and anybody that's watching about how to do this. Leave a note in the comments below, and we'll try and run them again. Like I said, I have a real difficult time with this race. See, here we go, we're cutting the corners more and more, and that just eats away at your time. Just eats away at it slowly, and they get half a second further ahead, and another quarter of a second. Before you know it, you can't even get close, so you start to speed up and you start to take the corners a little faster. You feel the rear end of the car jumps around just a little bit when you go around these corners, and you know you're going too fast, but you have to because you got to try and catch up to these guys. Anyhow, it's an awesome race. I didn't finish it. There's a little surprise ending at the end if you want to stick around and watch it. I'll be putting up more of these. If you don't want to miss any, hit the subscribe, and if you enjoyed the race, give us a like. Anyhow, we're almost at the end to our surprise ending. Sit tight. We've got another 30 seconds to go, and enjoy. You've been racing with the Opafet.